Science Club. Every other time I've done anything like this, it's always disappointing. Executive, like in 1 week, 2 weeks later, it's like.
I think something executive session for the.
See if this stupid thing will open up.
Pretty good, actually.
You're right. Never too late.
Like through anything.
Oh, this thing is.
I think I'm
So
out
am
of
I.
town.
It's perfect. Perfect. It's perfect, yeah. Little bit I do with it, Mike. It would make sense.
No, your face is not.
Turn. There you go.
I'll treat you good.
Oh, come on. Not connected to the internet, buddy.
Yeah, I would, like, if I actually.
I'll have to get one of these little guys.
I'll do that. Your iPad or laptop, I have a feeling it'll probably be a laptop. iPads anymore.
That,
You'll get that at the
a bad
beginning of
connection?
July with a username
That's what
and
it says
password
to me,
for
too.
the,
and that,
Word
so if we
docs?
have to go by paper, we'll go
Yep.
by paper. You got me on.
get you
Thank
that, I'll get you set you up with a district email account as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah?
I figured all that was coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can go back to here.
Refresh it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I do.
See how it goes.
Army green instead of regular green.
Come on. Boy, this thing is slow. There we go. I like the looks of this. There it is.
Meeting, and you go from personnel right out.
Yep.
Is it marble cake?
Nope, I did half chocolate and half.
Pudding inside, or
How's your coffee?
they do get the marble cake, whipped frosting.
I got the whipped frosting. Yep.
It's a little lighter.
Oh no, what happened?
Raspberry. Oh my god.
Oh. They catch it too late. You got there first.
That's right.
Oh, I mean, that
You
made
naming my wheels or what?
I'm jealous.
Right, but George and Mike.
I'm doing the same thing. It won't go
Did
anywhere.
somebody do this on purpose?
Won't go anywhere. Technology's great when it works. Me neither.
I'm done.
Yeah, maybe they cut our passwords out.
You don't have to stick around then.
I'm going home now.
What, Mike? Ooh, we may have progress here in that. Are you in?
Okay.
Is it 7 o'clock, Mike? Well, we better do it then. Okay.
All right, I'm on finally.
Okay. We'll call the meeting to order. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, justice for all. Thank you all for coming this evening. First item on the agenda, a moment of silence. Please join me as we remember Kenneth Hayes, a graduate of the district, Margaret Barnes, a graduate of the district, Melissa Paduana, a retired employee of the district, and Christine Perry Ward, a graduate of the district. Thank you. Presentations. PNS High School, academic achievement. Mr. Leclerc, would you like to come up and introduce everybody? Pardon me, academic advisement. What did I say, achievement?
You want me to use this microphone?
Can't read.
So, as you are aware, we, this year we implemented a new schedule change at the high school, incorporated academic advisement that happens daily, 30 minutes each day. So I wanted to give you an overview of how that went, but I thought instead of me coming up here and telling you all the positives, I thought I'd ask 3 of my principal cabinet members to share with you from a student perspective how it impacted them daily. So I would like to introduce Maddie Thorne, Giorgio Rauda, and DJ Villeneuve, and they will share from a student's perspective.
So these are the positives of academic advisement. All right, so first positive that we saw this year was the 30 minutes a day allows for extra time for students to look over notes before a test or do homework, time to plan out the rest of the day and organize theirself. I think it's important that this time is used for these students that they organize. They can write in their agenda, they can do homework, they can look over and study. And I think that's so important, especially because of the rigorous schedule that students go along through the day.
All right. Academic advisement also allows students to have the opportunity to make up or retake tests and quizzes during this half-hour period. And many students in our school are maybe unable to stay after school due to no transportation on the way home. And they may be uninclined to take the late bus home as well. And so some students avoid staying after and push off this extra work or makeup work because they do not want to take the late bus home or they don't have a ride home. And so having academic advisement in the middle of the day will allow students to get this work out of the way and out of their brains. And also, many students are super busy after school. A lot of students are involved in extracurricular activities, whether it be sports, the arts, music, or other clubs and activities, stuff like that. So having this time in the middle of the day rather than after school gives them a time to get all this work done. So.
Okay, academic allows for connections to be peers, and with this time, students and peers meet every single day, and it's the same group, and it allows for more personal connections between peers and students. The students are allowed to meet new people, reconnect with old friends, and get to know people they didn't really know before. I was fortunate enough to be able to go to my math teacher every day, and I'd get help with homework as well as talk about life. And that it was really great to just have someone to talk to when I needed to. It was really beneficial for my studies and my personal life.
Also, academic advisement serves as a mental break in the middle of the day. And so many students, like DJ said, throughout their rigorous course schedule and their chaotic day, have this time just to decompress, organize themselves, get a little bit of homework done for the day, make a plan, text their parents, do whatever they need to do within that time period so that they don't feel stressed within their classes. And this time allows them to ultimately and essentially focus more and perform better in their classes without this extra headache or extra worries on their mind during class.
So in conclusion, we have a quote from Mr. Leclerc. He said, all in all, academic advisement allows a populated and widely diversified school to become small community each and every day. I think, this is an important quote to look at because we have 2,000 kids at CNS, and it can be overwhelming at times. And this time allows for kids to create relationships, go to their teachers, and do many other things that, benefits them, not just socially, not just emotionally, and not just academically, but it allows them to, create time management skills and many other things that we use in the future. So is there any questions that you have for us?
I don't have any questions, but I do have some comments. Mr. Leclerc, thank you so much for bringing your superstars with you today to share their experience. We all thought this was a great idea, and you just validated that. Time management, that is a life skill that you're going to be taking with you, and it'll prove valuable the rest of your life. Making up tests, we want you to succeed. So, to have the ability to get in there and improve your scores, that seems invaluable as well. Thank you so much.
I have a question. I don't know exactly who it's for, so we'll just shoot here. You talk about moving in the middle of the day. Was it somewhere else before, or what change occurred here? So there wasn't an end of the day? Oh, okay. There was not an after school? You mentioned the one you meet with the same teacher, but can you get out to other teachers if you need? Okay.
I have a question. I heard a lot of positive, really great things in your presentation. Nice job. Curious if there were any challenges or if your classmates talked about any potential challenges that were happening, not meeting with teachers, too many kids at one time, anything like that.
A lot of students are because they might need well in order.
I have a question. Great job, guys. From a retired teacher's point of view, okay, how do you think it impacted teachers?
I just want to thank the three of you for your very professional presentation, for being here to share that. When we talked about this in the past, the board was aware that, I think with the last survey that the students took, 89% of the students at the said that they felt as though this was beneficial and helpful to them. But your presentation really gave some more specifics, so thank you for taking the time to put that together. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I neglected to welcome Matt Herman this evening to our table, to be sworn in July. So congratulations, Matt. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Teacher of the Year, Annette? Yep.
So good evening. I'm honored to talk about the Teacher of the Year. And before I talk about the final recipient, the Teacher of the Year, I do want to just mention other teachers that were nominated that were finalists. And I think some of them are here tonight. So if you're here, come on up. We have Christine Norton, teacher from Smith Road Elementary School. Come on up, Christine. Congratulations to you. Shannon Vogt, science teacher from North Syracuse Junior High School. Come on up, Shannon. Arlene Osborne, elementary teacher, Lakeshore Road Elementary School. And Karen Siemens, I don't think Karen's here tonight. She's probably out rehearsing with some band performance for something. Music teacher at Gillette Road Middle School, and I do have to say also, she is the one who is the head of the marching band that made us all so proud this year. So congratulations to Karen Siemens. And we have another music teacher who was also a finalist, Danielle Rousa, music teacher from Roxborough Road Middle School. She also was not able to be with us this evening, but let's give her a hand. I also want to thank the committee, Sue Straub, John Carula, Carol Gaynor, Dave London, Vale DeFlorio, and Barb Fabian for their time and effort with us. And now at this time, let's have Sarah Bambino come forward. Ms. Bambino has an excellent, we'll clap for her. Ms. Bambino has an excellent reputation and great experience as a classroom instructor and as a leader of students, staff, and community. Ms. Bambino's many achievements include partnership with Syracuse Stage Young Playwrights Festival, the Positivity Project, as well as an ongoing leadership role in Special Olympics at CNS. Ms. Bambino also coordinates the District Corporate Challenge Team and CNS Making Strides for Breast Cancer team. Of her many inspiring stories, two stand out. Sharing her own experiences as a NSCSD student and graduate and how she transformed her morning duty into a supportive breakfast club for CNS students. Certainly, Ms. Bambino represents the best qualities of teaching and caring. So congratulations to you. Sarah, and then we're going to call the finalists back up. Sarah, for you, congratulations. Thank you very much. Shannon Vogt, congratulations.
Thank you.
Norton. Yeah, Christine also helps out with the marching band. I just had to put that in there. All those hours. Arlene Osborne. And we'll make sure that the other two receive their
Comments from the audience? Nothing. Board of Education Committee reports. Mary, policy.
So we had our last policy committee meeting of the year a week ago, Monday, June 10th. We reviewed 5 policies, and 3 are on tonight's agenda. One's a second reading of a new policy for children in foster care, and the other 2 are amend and readopt, and we had a couple that had to be tabled. And my goal for this committee was to stay current, but we do have 4 policies that will be carried over for the new school year. And I just want to acknowledge everyone on the committee that, and give kudos to all the members. We have Val DeFlorio, Carol Gaynor, Kathy Wheeler, Bill LeClaire, Donna Marie Norton, Tim Bendarski, Jason Nephew, Dan Bowles, Don Keegan, Annette Speech, Mike Marizio, Mark Thorne, Mike D'Onofrio, and a special thanks to our parent reps, Kristen Anderson and Cheryl McDonald, and also to our student reps, Alex Nobles and Jacqueline Capoli, and they're both juniors and will be back next year. And we'd love to have them back. And let me just tell you that this group I couldn't be happier with. I also want to thank Connie Gibson, sorry. Connie keeps us all organized.
She plays a role.
But this group, they work very hard. They understand how important this role is. They make it a priority in their lives. They show up to every meeting, and they come prepared. They know their stuff. They're respectful of each other, and everyone has a voice, and everyone is heard. Everyone participates, the parent reps and the student reps alike. They give their input, and their feedback is valued. Sometimes we do have bumps in the road, but we work together and we work it out. This year we did have, we need ample time to review the policies, and Connie keeps us all organized. She sends them out ahead of time, and we have to have our feedback in, and in order for everyone to do their review, we had to go back and make agreements on how much time that would have to be. So we all agreed upon it, and we're all being respectful of each other, and I'm very proud of this group. And I want to thank everyone. And also, can I make?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you to Annette. This is the last leg of your journey in your career in education. And this last leg, I started with you on this road. This was my first year on the Board of Education. Your knowledge, your poise, your professionalism, you've helped to lead us through some very difficult times. The job of superintendent is a 24/7 job, and somehow you found time to even teach a college class here and there, and that just amazed me. I was just wondering if you ever got any sleep, and I think I asked you that earlier. Dan will have some very big shoes to fill. So, and just want to thank you for all your hard work.
I want to thank you, Mary, for chairing the committee again and doing a great job with that. Plus, you picked up the Onondaga-Madison School Board Association representation, and we appreciate that. So, thank you. Job well done. Anything, Paul, from the legislative?
No, and
Quiet time.
no further report. I submitted.
Just in terms of the legislative, what I see in my work, apparently the bills for the other districts with the penalties for the late cost reports have gone through the legislature. I've heard from some of those districts. So they're now waiting to see if the governor's going to sign their bills as well. He vetoed some last year, but they say that these bills corrected his concerns, whatever those were. So we're kind of hoping that those other districts get off the hook as well. There's several of them out there. Let's hope the governor signs those as well. So, anything else? Anybody else? Mike?
Mike, I'd like to say thank you for the past year that you've been back. It's been really nice having you back, and you always have a nice way to step back and kind of look at the grander picture and bring us all back in, and that will be missed. So thank you for that, and I hope in the future you do come back. Mike, thank you for the past 4 years. It's been great having your leadership and your guidance, especially with your financial background as we navigate 54 down to 20, down to whatever it ended up being, $1 million problem.
Zero.
So,
That was the good part.
so thank you for your help with that, and I don't really want to know if you're going to retire, because I don't think you'll ever really retire, but we hope that you help us if we ever reach out to you and anything down the road. And the board would like to give you the gavel there. If you look underneath it, we had it engraved with a little
Good
message
Lord.
for you. So,
Wow. Board of Education President, July 2016, June. Wow, thank you all. Thank you. What a surprise. Is that a gift of public funds? So I have to watch it.
Probably didn't cost very
Okay, didn't cost right.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
it was under the limit.
But
so,
no,
thank you for all
Thank
you've
you.
done for us, and even before you were on the board, you stepped in for Wayne for a bit.
Oh,
So.
yeah, that was a ride, wasn't it?
That was a
Up there
ride.
for Wayne, yeah.
And Annette, it's been 8 years. Time I've been here, it's been incredible. You know, from an 18-year-old know nothing. I mean, I don't really know how much of that has changed, but thank you for everything. You will be really missed, and you've really helped me through my time here.
Thank you for your kind words, Mike. I want to thank you. Congratulations. This is, I'm going to word this carefully, your last regularly scheduled board meeting, okay? There's always time in the next 2 weeks for something else. Right, Connie? 24-hour notice, we can be back. Okay. But thank you. I want to thank all of you folks. It's your help, guidance, and you're a great bunch. No agendas, no nothing. Let's do what's right for the kids kind of thing. And that's what it always was. Don, Jason, Dan. Congratulations, Dan. And best wishes, and thank all of you. So I may tune in some Monday night. I noticed Mike came back just to watch tonight too, huh? You watch online. All right, I'm glad to hear it. At least somebody's out there watching, so I may do the same. But thank you all. Appreciate it very much. So, Annette, comments?
Okay, I do have a couple things I want to say, but I'm going to start out with something that's just sort of an ordinary thing that happened today. I was fortunate enough to be asked to go over to Allen Road. Dave London does a thing each year where a student wins being principal for the day, and last year it was a 4th grader. This year it was a 1st grader, and I have to tell you, I was so impressed with this young girl. We had a meeting in the principal's office, and I asked her to tell me, as I would ask a principal, what she thought were the strong points and what was happening that was working well in her school. And then she offered some suggestions, some good ones for some things that maybe we could consider improving on. But when I asked her what was working, the reason why I really wanted to share this is because they were things that were right in line with what we've done with Vision 2020. She told me math was working because they work in centers and it's like a workshop. And she went on to tell me how the kids do things that are different and each one of them likes what they're doing. And then we talked about writing and reading and how it follows that pattern. So for me, that was realize that we've made an impact in even our youngest students, what we've done with instruction. So I thank all of you because that's really something that took a whole team to be able to some of those things accomplished. A time of reflection, certainly. In our last principal and directors administrative team meeting last week, once again we had a celebration and people brought pieces of evidence for things that they wanted to celebrate that they've either done in their department or in their school, and they're on display in the hallway. They'll be there all summer, so take a moment to look at some of those things. Really great. I want to thank all of you for the support over the years. Mike, thanks for coming back tonight. That was really sweet. It's been a long journey and a good one, And all I'm going to say is keep doing what's right for the kids. Keep doing the great work. And Dan, I'm confident that you can lead everyone forward. So thank you, everyone.
Get your resume together, you'll be in demand.
George knows better.
George knows better? Okay. All right, back to the agenda. Routine action items. 5A, consideration of approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of the Board of Education of June 3rd. B, consideration of classification and school placement of disabled students certified by the District Committee on Special Education. C, consideration of classification and placement of preschool disabled students certified by the District Committee on Preschool Special Education. D, consideration of classification and placement of students in home instruction programs as recommended by the Home Instruction Review Committee. And acknowledgement of business office reports for April 2019. I will entertain a motion to approve 5A, B, C, D, and E as a group. Ms. Kruger and Mr. Harrington, all in favor? Discussion action items. A, amendment of the 2019-2020 textbook list. Anything we need to know there, Annette?
No, you approved the textbook list at the last meeting, and you may even see other amendments to the list as more items come in. Continually update it. And the reason for this is so that we can put things on order as we see that. Right, Don? Okay.
B, acknowledgement of gift. Yvonne M. Callahan has donated to the district $150 to be applied to the unpaid lunches at Cicero Elementary School. C, surplus of non-marketable and marketable equipment and textbooks.
It's pretty much all.
No, yeah. Is there really still a market for those, Don? No, you used to be able to sell them, but not anymore. A, D, recommendation to abolish 1.0 help desk operator and create a 1.0 junior systems administrator. Any comment there, Jason?
It's just evaluated the way they found that the work that's being done, it's more in line. Same person? Same person, there's no change other than.
All right, thank you. And the policy 5140.3, children in foster care, second reading. Policy 1901, parental involvement in academic intervention services, response to intervention services amendment and readoption. And policy 4201.2, Dignity for All Students Act policy, DASA amendment and readoption. So the chair will accept a motion to approve A, B, C, D, E, F, and G as a group. Ms. Scanlon? Second, Mr. Maurizio, all in favor? Retirements. Dave Kassouf, School Purchasing Officer, retires with 18 years of service. He will be missed, and we wish him a happy and healthy and long retirement. Instructional Personnel Report. Questions on that? Support Staff Personnel Report. Administrative Personnel Report, and I want to note, if I can open this thing up again. In this is the appointment of Chris Leahy as Associate Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, and of Greg Stone as Director of Elementary Education. Congratulations, gentlemen. Assuming we vote yes, of course, yeah, okay. Any questions on those? Back here, okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve 7A, B, and C as a group. Mr. D'Onofrio, Ms. Scanlon, all in favor? Motion for executive session. Motion to move into executive session for the purpose of receiving an update on 2 legal matters relative to potential litigation, to receive an update on negotiations with the North Syracuse Education Association, teaching assistant, and LPN bargaining units, office personnel, and maintenance and operation bargaining unit, and to review the employment record of 2 individuals with no action to follow. Motion, Ms. McDonald, Mr. Harrington. All in favor? We go to executive session at 7:32 up there. So we go.